Hello everyone, I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. I have been in my house for many days due to the winter storm that has gone across the southern part of the United States recently, and I have read quite a few books in that time, and in doing so have spent a lot of time at my bookshelf realizing that I genuinely do not know how many of my books I have read and I have not read, or even how many books I have total. So I thought while I was going through doing an inventory of my books, kind of categorizing them, that I would take you guys along on the journey. Now, this is not an original idea. I saw Dylan Joseph's YouTube video where he was basically doing the same thing, and the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I genuinely don't know how many books I have and how many of them I've read. So why not take some time while I'm here at home to go through it and see? And I guess it kind of will be a little bit of a bookshelf tour as well. Now, I do not have a crazy amount of bookshelf space. I have this one big bookshelf. I have this smaller bookshelf that I built with my dad last year. And I have a book cart that is overflowing with books because I need to get another shelf. But that's a future Grace problem, not a today Grace problem. Today, we are tackling the bookshelf. I'm also going to apologize for the sound quality because I couldn't be bothered to use a microphone today. It's just not the vibe that I'm going for. So we're not gonna have one. I also have this cutesy little notepad. Let me see if I can get it to focus. I saw this and I thought it was really cute, and so I needed to get it. But I'm going to be keeping track of everything on here, and this pen brings me so much nostalgia for reasons I really don't know, but I'm gonna use it as well. So I think I'm gonna try to do a time lapse and see how it goes. We're trying lots of new things today. And if they don't work, all's good. We're just gonna go for it. I also just went around the house and found the books that I either just finished or am currently reading. And I also remembered I have some books on the bookshelf in the living room that I have and have not read, but that bookshelf, it's a shared space and I'm not going to count those. I'm just going to worry about the ones that I have here. So now it's time to do some math and figure out how many I've read and how many I haven't read. I'm also going to categorize them because I have some that are cookbooks, some that are craft books, some that are children's books, and then like novels and that kind of thing. So I'm going to categorize them. That way I can kind of understand it a little bit better myself, and so can you. I've done some calculating. And the total number of books that I have in this space that I was counting is 363. That is way more than I thought that I had. I will say, if I take out the books that I wasn't planning on counting, like the cookbooks, craft books, that kind of thing, I am down to 328. Also didn't realize I had that many miscellaneous craft and cooking books, but I digress. Out of nonfiction books that I have, there are 63. And then poetry, I have 20 poetry books. I have 54 children's books. But then I remember I have like a collection of little golden books about famous people, and so that's why it's so many, because they are small but mighty. I have 6 audiobooks and I have 185 novels, which is insane. And now comes for the moment of truth. How many of these books have I read? How many of them have I not read? Now, I will be honest, when I first started counting them, I didn't think about the fact that I would need to know how many I'd read, even though that's the whole purpose of me counting them. My brain is all mush right now, but it's fine. So after I had counted them all, I went back and I was like, okay, out of all these books that I said that I hadn't read, which ones are ones that I actually would read? Meaning, I have a lot of nonfiction books that are strictly informational, or they're like coffee table books that I have like on the bottom part of my shelf so that my cat will not take the book off of the shelf. It's too heavy for her to try to move. So I went back and I took those out of the equation, and here is what I have. Out of the novels and the nonfiction combined together, which hopefully my math is correct, I have read 151 of those books, technically 141 because I have multiple copies of the same book, but I read the book so I'm counting it, if you know what I mean. And I have not read, according to this, 176. And that's when I went back and I recounted, taking out the ones that I was like, this is a book that's informational, but I'm not going to sit down and like read the whole thing. When I went through and took those out, the amount of books that I have not read is 101, which is not that bad. It made me feel much better about myself. So there you go. Those are my totals of my books. 101 books that I have not read. Do I have them all on like my TBR list that I keep on my phone? No. But I probably should put them on there because my priority this year is going through like my physical books on my bookshelf. And I do have quite a few of them that I have gone through, but I'll be honest, I bought a few of them right at the beginning of the year. And those are the ones that I've been reading recently, which they've been fun. I loved that, but I have some books that have been sitting on here for a while and I do need to read those. So thank you so much for coming along this slightly chaotic, but very insightful journey into my bookshelves. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy reading. I will see you next time and enjoy this little tour very peacefully of all the shelves of my bookshelf. Bye.